sorry. And when we have an impression of the lower body, without letting go of this impression, we move the attention to the crown where we touched the finger before. And again, we allow this attention to expand downwards gently. I use the idea of brouillard, of a fog that very gently descends, goes down. It's really, it expands, the emptiness expands, so begin to fill out the upper part of the body. And the attention goes down to the navel center and down to the feet. So in the end, we have impression of the whole body. So in general, we can either just be aware of the whole body at the same time. This is one way of practicing. Another way is what we often do. We move the attention from the top down very gently several times. And in this manner, the sensations become more vivid. Feel the body in a different way, let's put it this way. So we kind of move the attention from top down, and when we reach the feet, go back upward, and again from the top down several times. Usually, I prefer to move the energy or the attention from the top down because it helps with breathing. It helps to move the breath to the lower body. And breathing to the lower body makes the body more calm, more relaxed. It's abdominal breathing. And so this is the first step to feel ourselves. And the second step is to connect to the earth. And when we practice together live, in face-to-face, we use pushing each other to help the person root. Once you're rooted, it's very difficult to push you, even though you don't make any effort, because you're in the right posture, and the axis of attention uses its energy to root you. So it's very difficult to move the person who is rooted. But now it's very difficult to push from afar through the Zoom. So we'll just allow ourselves to melt into the earth. This is one way of doing it. When we melt into the earth, or the other way is to say that the earth energy fills up the body. And two movements. One, we are going down, and the other, something is coming upward through our body. So this is two contradicting movements or motions. It's a very common motion, and if you feel it, it means you're on the right track. So this is one way of connecting to the earth. The other way is to pay attention to the skin of the body, because we're covered by skin, and the skin is touched by the atmosphere of the earth. So in the same manner, we allow this atmosphere of the earth, or its energy, to penetrate our skin in a way. Or you can say that our skin is dissolving into the atmosphere of the earth. You see, we tend to arrange our perception according to what we know, what we are used to do. And practicing, we find we have impressions we don't have names for. And we have to accept it, because it allows our perception to have more possibilities. And at the end of all what I said, now we are connected to the earth. So usually, for me, I can only talk for myself, when I'm more connected to the earth, it's like I'm what you say, I feel anchored. In French, it's ancré. Okay, I feel very powerful rooting or crash. And also something very relaxed, very calm, very balanced, I should say. If I had different emotions, strong emotions, they become very less strong. Sometimes they just dissolve. And this is why practicing rooting is so important, because it balances the whole body, the whole thing. And usually the problem is to remember. Let's say we are very, I should say, have great fear, or I'm very angry, or I'm very something anxious. So the thing is not to deal directly with these emotions, it's just we can put our hands on the navel and connect the navel to the feet, from the feet to the earth. And the more we are used to do it, the quicker we'll be balanced again. So it's a daily practice, really. And I think in the end, it's worth it every second, because something in us is taking life in a more easy way, let's put it this way. So this is the second step, connecting to the earth. And the third step, in this session, we just create rapport with all the people. So the way I describe it, I hope it's okay, it's to enlarge our bubble of perception to include everybody. And we can include anybody, anywhere in our perception, which means even if the person is on the moon, we can put him in our sphere of awareness, bubble of perception. And in this manner, we create rapport, direct connection of our energetic bodies. And which makes us more quiet and more attentive. And then we have impression of the other people. And again, the more we practice, the more we can use this quality in ordinary life, because usually we tend to want to sell a thing. You don't care if the other person wants to hear us or not, want to say. But if we are more attentive and we learn how to be more attentive, something becomes more human, because our attention helps us connect the human qualities inside us. So if, let's say, we have to meet somebody during the day, and if we remember, we pay attention to ourselves, like first step, we're aware of our body, and then we connect to the earth. And when we meet the person, we put our sphere of awareness around the person, so we create rapport with him. And then we can see how we behave. Maybe we behave the social way. Hello, hello, how are you, or whatever. Maybe we have very typical movements of our hands, our head. Once we can notice it, we can let go of the things which are not necessary. Something more, should I say, just be there with you. Be there with your whole being. And usually, if we want to gain things, or we have things to deal with, if we are in this state, it gets better. It's better to be in this state. It helps a lot, even if we do not understand what happens. So this is the basic stuff. And now we do some small movements, because we are a small group, very powerful movements. Okay. I like improvising. Even though I prepare things, you always have to improvise, because you never know who is going to come. Not only in Zoom, whatever, or what will happen. So in order for us to improvise, we need, one thing is to have different things we can use. And the second thing is to be in our center, because when we are whole, we can do more than, we're not locked by a certain pattern of thought. Okay, so I want to do this one, if you don't mind. This is, I think I've done only once, this kind of stuff. It's how you turn linear progression into a circular one. Explain. Let's say we have 5 fingers, okay? So let's say the the thumb is the base. So we count the index fingers. This is 1. This is the first 1. The middle is 2. The ring is 3. And the pinky is 4. Okay? And let's say we want to make a canon. So you cannot make a canon. You can, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we want to do 2, 3, 4, 1. Then 3, 4, 1, 2. And then 4, 1, 2, 3. And then again 1, 2, 3, 4. You understand? Mm-hmm. Counting. Do it slowly. Index finger is 1. Okay, so we touch. This is 1. We count 1. Then count 2. The ring with our middle. 3 with the ring. 4 with the pinky. Now we begin with 2. Number 2 is the middle finger. So we count with the middle finger. This is 2. Ring is 3. Pinky is 4. And index finger is 1. So we did 4. count of 4. Now we begin with 3. This is 1. We begin with a ring finger. 3, 4, 1, and 2. Okay? Count of 4. Now we begin with the number 4 with a pinky. So this is 4, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Now we have to begin again with 1. Understand? So it's like we're making a circle. It's like a circle. So you begin, each count, you move one person. It's clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we do it with both hands. Now, we do it slowly. First, we do it just 1 to 4. So just pay attention to the sensation of the fingers. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is a count of 4. Last time from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we begin with 2, which is the middle finger. So it's 2, 3, 4, 1. Now we begin with the third, with the ring finger. 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay? And now we begin with the fourth, with the pinky. 4, 1, 2, and 3. And now we begin again with the first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So why is it so difficult for us to? It's difficult for us to think in this way. We have to concentrate because we are used to linear progression. You know, a football player always say, "We are looking forward." There's no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So maybe we'll stand and do some bigger movements, if you don't mind. I hope you can see me well. I don't know if my camera is good enough, but this is what I have. Apropos routing, I'll do it the way we do it here these days. So if this is my navel, okay, the navel center just a little bit below, okay? So when I stand, my knees are a little bit flexed, but everything is relaxed. It's not the stance of the warriors. This is the warriors, they stand like this. And this is very tight, like a bow. No, I stand just a bit flexed, everything is relaxed. See, you don't even see that I'm relaxed, flexed. Okay. So we stand with the feet parallel and try to relax the body. Okay. And this one, we use as little amount of muscle power as possible. So we have this ball of attention, tiny ball or empty ball of attention. This is our attention. And we gently, with our intent, we move it to one side gently. So when it moves to the side, it pulls the pelvis in the same direction until we are above the foot. And then the ball rolls down the thigh, cuisse, the knee, genou, les mollets, calf, and the ankle, and the foot, let's say 10 meters below the foot. So the ball of attention is 10 meters below the foot. Don't let go of the ball of attention, because this is what holds us in place. And when we are there with the ball of attention, very gently we can move the other foot we can move the other foot because we are rooted. The tension is 10 meters below this foot. Okay, I'm just showing it. Okay. And now we bring this ball of attention up. We pull it up to the foot, to the ankle, to the calf, to the knee, up the thigh, to the hip joint here. And then we move it gently to the center until it reaches the navel center. So when it is here, the weight is even on both feet. Okay? So now we pull it to the other direction. We pull the ball and let it roll down the thigh, the knee, the calf, the ankle, the foot, 10 meters below the foot. And we don't let go of the attention, this ball of attention. And when we are attentive, we can very gently move the other foot because we are rooted. The tension anchors us. Nous sommes ancrés by this ball of attention. Okay? And now we pull the ball back up with our intent to the foot, ankle, calf, knee, thigh, hip joint, and then we move it to the center again. Okay? So now we're in the center, they are balanced. Make sure the body is relaxed. Okay? So we do it very often, this practice, because it's very important. Some people are not used to practicing. So now we do it quicker. When the ball will reach the floor, it will bounce up, back. So it rolls down, reaches the floor, and then it comes back up to the center. And then it goes down, and you can feel the weight goes down, follow the ball. Okay? And when the ball comes up, the weight goes up. So we are lighter. And then it goes down, and the pressure on the foot is much stronger. So it goes up and down. Up and down. Okay? Up and down. Try to use as little amount of muscle power as possible. Just pull the ball up and then let it go down. It's very surprising how little energy is needed to move the body. And we do one more time each direction. Go down, then go up and down. Then we go up to the center. And we search the axis that comes from the sky. L'axe qui vient du ciel jusqu'à la terre. Okay? So we have to search our stance, our posture should be very relaxed. Everything is relaxed, the muscles are relaxed. And usually we have to pull the chin, the menton, l'arrière, chin backwards a bit. This one we pull upwards without intent, and we allow the feet to sink down. And we scan the body to let go of contracted muscles all the time until we feel like a puppet on a string, like a marionette. Okay, so now I will close the session and I will restart again. Okay, it's clear. I turn it off and start again. So don't go away. Just go in again. Okay.